Top takeaways from week 3 of the NFL preseason. Number 3, Devon Vele is traded to the New Orleans Saints. The biggest takeaway from this to me is that Evan Ingram should get a lot of volume. He was maybe a forgotten tight end in the middle of drafts. I do think that he will get peppered with targets from Bo Nix. And I do think he's actually a viable mid-round target when we're looking at best ball and redraft. The Marvin Mims usage in preseason has certainly been intriguing. He's been running a lot with the ones. This should also open up more opportunities for Mims. I do think he is a viable mid to late round target. It also does open the door for late round dart throw options in Troy Franklin and Pat Bryant. I think Troy Franklin is definitely the upside play here. However, Sean Payton has compared Pat Bryant to Michael Thomas, but also, however, nothing that Sean Payton says ever makes sense. Sean Payton also said last season that Marvin Mims needed to get more routes, and look how that turned out last season. Those yards per route run were really good, though. Number 2, Terry McLaurin signs a 3-year deal with the Washington Commanders. I would say a lot of us saw this coming, but it does confirm that Jaden Daniels is a great pick and should have elite firepower this season with the addition of Deebo Samuel as well as lineman additions. I also do think that McLaurin is a good mid-round target. He obviously ran super hot on touchdowns last season, but he will be the number 1 option in an ascending offense. And who's to say the Commanders don't lead the league in touchdowns this season? Dan Quinn runs an aggressive offense, constantly going for it on 4th down. So I do think that McLaurin, now with the security of the new contract, is a good mid-round target. Number 1, Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt, a.k.a. Bill, going even further to the moon. Brian Robinson has been traded to the 49ers. This effectively nukes Isaac Guerendo and Jordan James as late-round / handcuff options in the 49ers backfield. Brian Robinson is an intriguing handcuff option, I would say. He profiles as a 2-down back, as we've seen in his time in the Commanders. So if anything were to happen to McCaffrey, he's not a lock to be the clear-cut bell cow RB1. However, he would obviously have a much higher floor and ceiling if that were the case. He's an interesting mid to late round dart throw, but I wouldn't expect anything more than a handcuff option at this point. The Commanders seem to be keen on keeping running backs Austin Eckler, Bill, and Chris Rodriguez. So it might not be a week 1 smash play for JCM. However, he is a late season play and always has been. He will get some work, should be a flex play option to start the season, but we would expect as the season progresses that he could be an RB2, if not even a low-end RB1, being in such a high-powered offense that is the Washington Commanders.